Bill Blatch of Bordeaux Gold, and we're at Chateau de Fargue, where we're doing our annual tasting with Neil Martin of the Wine Advocate.
Hello.
We're tasting, hi Neil. Very concentrated word up Neil there. And we're tasting two vintages, 2007 and 2009. Here you can see the bottles of the 2007s. There's about, what, 36, 37 wines there. All the Cru Classés, and a little mixture of some of the lesser growths. And there, he was moving up now into the first growths. Some really fabulous wines in there. Bill Blatch from Bordeaux Gold. Well, we've just nipped out from the Wine Advocate tasting of the Sauternes 2007s that is being held next door. Rather than disturb events there, we thought we'd just comment on the first flight of wines, which are the lesser Sauternes. No Cru Classés here, but there are a few wines which are really of Cru Classés, almost Cru Classé status, and I thought they deserved a mention. We started off with a very nice, sort of lemony, rather tight, not very sweet Baston La Montagne, but beautifully elegant and refreshing. Followed by a Chateau Cantegril from Denis Dubourdieu, which was very full and open, all sorts of lovely tropical fruits. And then this wine, which you can see is very, very deep colour. This is the Chateau de Veyres, V-E-Y-R-E-S, Chateau de Veyres. And this belongs to the Mercadier family, the previous owners of Chateau Sudereau, before they sold out to AXA in 1992. And this is, it used to be a very well-known chateau in Barsac, and they have gradually resuscitated it into something of its former glory. This is incredibly sweet, but don't be put off by the colour. It doesn't taste at all the way it looks. Looking at it, you'd think, oh, that's just going to be a rather dull oxidised wine. It's not at all. It's full of lovely, fresh, minty. Mint and a little touch of cloves, maybe. Very, very nice Sauternes. So it brings up the point about colour. And then we have a wine here, La Clotte Casalis, which you can see is a much, much paler colour. It's a lighter wine, but it's got just a beautiful balance. It's fine, elegant, very tight structured, lovely sort of minty style to it. These are no-name chateaux. These chateaux are not widely distributed, they're not very well known. Sometimes you come across a few real peaches like that. Then we had Chateau Lamourette, which is another Cru Bourgeois Sautern. Comes from the lower land, just below Reine-Vigneau. A fairly sandy soil. Good wine, just, good Sautern. And then we had the Chateau La Trézotte, which is Bernard Magret's recent acquisition. I think one of his most recent. You know, Bernard Magret has 47 properties around the world, of course with the flagship Pape Clément and La Tour Carnet and Fontbroge and Saint-Emilion. And now he's got this Chateau La Trézotte. It's the first time I've ever tasted this wine, because it's distributed by him individually, and so we just don't get to taste it. I thought it was really stunning, very rich, has a very pronounced new oak flavour, which doesn't worry me at all. It's got, because there's lots of richness behind it to support all the oak. Then we had Chateau Les Justices, which is the property of Christian Medeville. He is the person we call the antiquaire du Sautern. He's the guy who, with his other chateau, Chateau Gillette, keeps wine in tank for 20 years before bottling them. So where others age in bottle, he ages in tank. But this Les Justices is his regular cuvée from his main domain, Chateau Les Justices. Very orangey, apricot-y, just chock full of fruit. It was a real fruit bomb. Then we had Chateau Liot, Barsac, which to me was one of the best wines of the flight. Just beautiful concentration in an 89 kind of style. It's got that lovely concentration. A slightly bitter grip on the finish just to keep it fresh. I thought it was really first class. Chateau Mauras, M-A-U-R-A-S, was good, soft Sautern, rather like the Lamourette. Then we had Chateau Tuitens, which is a fairly new It's an old property, but it's a fairly new wine to be on the market. It's been gradually refurbished, this domain. Another fairly dark-coloured wine, again with this kind of taste of cloves and mintiness, but fresh. It was dark-coloured, but still fresh. Another fun wine was this one, Domaine de l'Alliance, which is from Daniel Alibrand. He is a commercial fisherman turned winemaker, and he's a very enterprising guy. He's got this little domain in Fargue, and I think this, probably of all the wines we've had so in this flight, really deserves to be Cru Classé. If I had this blind, I think it would be. This tastes like a La Forêt Périgueux or something like that, with just wonderful fullness, wonderful richness, but great elegance, great length, great complexity.